Justin Trudeau just extended his media bribe past the next federal election. Isn't that convenient? The feds will continue colonizing the Canadian media landscape with even more taxpayer funds until at least 2027, 2 years after the next fixed election date in October 2025. Now, non-subsidized media uncovered the news of an increased and extended media bailout after it was buried in Tuesday's federal fiscal update. Look at this. The 2023 Fall Economic Statement proposes to increase the cap on labor expenditures per eligible newsroom employee from $55,000 to $85,000. It is further proposed that the Canadian Journalism Labor Tax Credit rate be temporarily increased from 25% to 35% for a period of 4 years. As a result, organizations would be able to claim up to $29,750 in eligible labor costs per eligible newsroom employee per year. These changes would apply to qualifying labor expenditures incurred on or after January 1st, 2023. The credit rate would return to 25% for expenditures incurred on or after January 1st, 2027. Transitional rules would apply to prorate these changes in cases where an organization's tax year does not follow a calendar year. Now, Michael Geist, law professor and expert in internet law, put the federal numbers into context. The government announces plans to pay for 35% of journalist costs for news outlets, with a 116% increase in tax credit per employee. According to Geist, news outlets could previously claim a maximum of just $13,750 per employee. It now increases, as I showed you in the fiscal update, to almost $30,000. That's 116%. Taxpayer cost is estimated at $120 million for the next 3 years alone for the increased bailout. The previous $600 million bailout was set to expire in March 2024. Unfortunately, that falls 18 months shy of the next federal election. Is there a more powerful lobby group in this country than the media? They got Trudeau to shake down social media companies for an additional subsidy through Bill C-18, that's the Online News Act. What that does is if a social media user links to news content, the law requires the social media platform to pay the news company. It's like having the paper boy pay the newspaper publisher when he delivers a paper to a customer. C-11, the Online Streaming Act, punishes independent media and creators by giving government regulators the power to manipulate algorithms to alter the discoverability of alternative, unapproved, unsubsidized news sources. You see, the media lobby is powerful because they know, and Trudeau knows, that he needs them to be his attack dogs and his pseudo-press secretaries, to hold the people and the opposition to account on behalf of the government. And it's only going to get worse if you can even imagine worse than what it already is. These people in the mainstream media are going to defend Trudeau like their jobs depend on it, because they do. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Rebel News will never take a penny from Justin Trudeau, and how could we ever hold him to account if we did? Because of our fierce independence, we rely on the support of viewers at home to keep us fighting another day. To support our independent journalism, please consider making a donation at rebelnews.com/donations. Again, that's rebelnews.com/donations.